Okay, so welcome back to another video. Hey guys, just welcome back. I wanted to say this very quickly, that this story that we're going to be reading has a bit of a yandere thing. This is a yandere themed story. Now, is it about yandere Simulator? No, it's about my character Jacob, who finally gets to show off his yandere side. I'd never said this before, but he is a yandere. He just never shows it. And so today we're going to be discussing this, and we're going to be reading from my story called I May Be Insane, but Only for You. So, Chapter 1, I Fell in Love. When I Fell in Love. Freshman year, 2016-2017. Jacob's point of view. August 15th, 2016. I walked into the school grounds, and I saw a boy with red hair, silver eyes, and lightly tanned skin. He was a head shorter than me, but he looked so adorable. I think I just found my senpai. Senpai, if you didn't know, senpai means basically love struck, or someone who is a dare, moonstruck. Basically, in this case, that they are someone who is, that's yandere. Okay, senpai is someone who you love. They are your lover, or they are someone who you want to be with. I messed up my own thing there, but I'll get to the yandere description soon. But continuing on, Matthew, come on, we're going to be late. One of his friends said. Matthew, eh? A nice name. I like it. I thought I secretly followed him, and I noticed that he was in my class. I went to class, and I saw that the teacher had a seating chart on the board. I was sitting right next to him. Right next to him! I was so happy that I sat right next to my senpai, though I'm not going to talk to him much. I'm too shy to do so. Oh, it's funny that I'm wearing a skirt that I handmade, a black skirt. Just thought I'd mention that. I'm hoping he isn't straight, 'cause if he is, well, I will just have to change that. Matthew's point of view. I saw that the weird boy was sitting beside me. His assigned seat was next to mine, but as long as he doesn't talk to me, I'm fine. I heard a lot of bad things about this boy, so I'm kind of worried for my own well-being. Maybe he's not that bad, but I'm still scared. After class, I don't know why, but I felt as though I was being watched. It really creeped me out, but I tried not to focus on that and just go on with my day. The rest of school went by pretty nicely, in my opinion. I walked with a girl who I had a crush on since 6th grade. Her name was Esperanza, but she is a beautiful girl, like really beautiful. And she was just my type. She was a popular kid though, and I was a nerd, and considered one of the freaks of the school. Hey Matthew, how have you been? She asked. She's talking to me, I thought. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I got this feeling that I'm being watched. I said, wow, I feel bad. If it's that Jacob kid, I'm just going to tell you that he's a total yandere. I said, what's a yandere? I asked, you'll find out if it's him. She said. Chapter 2, Stay Away. Esperanza's point of view. I walked into my room when I was about to go to bed, and I heard the sound of my front door opening. I was scared because my dad wasn't home. It was just me. Don't be scared. Just listen to me. I heard a voice say. I looked behind me, and I saw Jacob there. How'd you know where I lived? I asked. I followed you and Matthew. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to kill you because that will make Matthew lose trust in me. You're going to need to not talk to him for me. Don't tell anyone I told you this, or you will be hurt. He said in an aggressive tone. Okay, I said shakingly. He smiled and patted my head. Good girl, he said. Then he left my house, and I couldn't sleep. Matthew's point of view. A few weeks later, September 12th. I have tried to talk to Esperanza, but she doesn't talk to me. She ignores me, and it's breaking my heart. Don't worry, I'm here for you, Matthew. I heard someone say. I looked over my shoulder and I saw Jacob standing there smiling. How do you know who I am? I asked. I'm really creeped out by him, and he just seems creepy. Let's just say that I get around. Now tell me what's been going on. I care about you. He said, smiling. I don't know if I should trust him or not, but since I'm creeped out, I'm not going to trust him. Wrong choice, I heard a voice say inside my head. So what's wrong? He asked. Well, the girl I had a crush on since 6th grade stopped talking to me after the one day she talked to me. I said, hey, did you happen to hear someone say wrong choice by any chance? Asked. He shook his head. Here, I bet you're crying on the inside, he said. Then out of nowhere he hugged me. I awkwardly hugged back, then he pulled away. I'll see you later, Matthew. I must be leaving. I have a meeting to attend to. So bye-bye. Said he waved bye to me and walked away, swaying his hips. Now see, I'm not into men, but he does have a good hip sway. What was that voice? Who said that to me? I thought, Matthew! I heard Rick shout coming over to me. Oh, hey! I said, are you okay, Matthew? He asked. Yeah. Why do you ask? I asked. Because I saw you get hugged by that weird kid. I wanted to make sure he didn't you didn't get poisoned or anything. Or something. Ew. Why am I so bad at talking this time? He said, is Jacob a yandere? I need to ask someone what that means. I thought, hey Rick? I asked. Yes? He asked. What's a yandere? I asked. A person who is sick, a there, and there, which is defined as strongly and deeply exhausted, infatuated, moonstruck, head over heels, or love-struck, but in this case, used for love-struck, he said. Oh, does it mean they will do anything to get the person they want, even murdering people? I asked. Yep, he said. Well, Jacob is that, and if he is love-struck over me, then that means people are going to get hurt. So looking down, yes, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Now I have to go. Be safe, buddy. He said. He waved bye to me and walked away. I walked home by myself, listening to 21 Pilots and some other bands. The day was interesting, I'd say. I hope that this boy doesn't hurt me or any of my friends. Now, very quickly, before I continue, I am going to say one thing about that last chapter. When I was reading the parts where where the voice says wrong choice, you'll start to hear that there is a little interesting thing with that voice. And I'll get to that in a moment when it comes to the next chapter. Next chapter and then a chapter after this one. Telling Dark and then having some fun. Jacob's point of view. 3 months later, December 12th. Darky! I shouted. Yes, Jakey. Dark asked. I found a senpai, I said. Oh, what's his name? Or her? He asked. It's a he, and his name is Matthew, I said, smiling. Now, also, I'm going to quickly say this about, the lines. Yes, I know I use the word asked a lot, but just know that this is how I used to write. I changed it to where it's not like this constantly, to where it's just like Dark asked, he asked, and so on and so forth. It's not always like that, but just that I would let you guys know that. So, continuing on. I'm happy for you, princess, he said, smiling. What's my title? I asked. You're a princess and a prince, but I like calling you princess because you like it better, he said. True. I said, oh, I gotta get going. See ya, Darky. I said, smiling. I waved bye to him and walked away. Oh my Irene, you're so cute, Matthew, I heard a girl say to Matthew. I secretly listened in on their conversation by being invisible. Thanks, Matthew said. His face was cherry red and it looked so cute. Matthew, do you want to go out? Oh, hell nah, he's mine. No one else can have him. Sure, I guess. When do you want to go out, Kristen? He asked. He said yes? Oh, he doesn't know what he just did. How about tomorrow after school? She asked him. That'd be fine. I'll see you then. Where are we going? He asked. Maybe a walk in the woods? She asked. Sure. That'd be fine. He said, that little fairy. He's so innocent that he doesn't know that I'm watching all of this. Matthew's point of view. You're putting her in danger, you know. That's just one innocent soul that will get hurt. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? I heard a voice say inside my head. Okay, that's starting to creep me out. So, 3:30 at the park down the street? She asked. Oh, yeah. I said. I really need to stop zoning out. That Jacob kid is stalking me and he's a yandere. I need to be careful. Hope you have fun tomorrow. Don't get hurt, cutie. I heard that same voice say. I am entirely creeped out by this. It's just so creepy. Matthew? Kristen asked. Sorry that I keep zoning out. I keep hearing this strange voice in my head. I said. Oh, what does it tell you? She asked, worried. The first time I heard it, I was talking to Jacob. It said wrong choice. But then the second time I heard it said, you're putting her in danger, you know. That's just one innocent soul that will get hurt. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? And just a minute ago, it said, have fun tomorrow. Don't get hurt, cutie. I said, I can't believe I remembered everything. Believe it, because I believe that you'll love me. I heard that same voice say, get out of my head, whoever you are. Thought, never. Now I'll see you later, cutie. See you in class tomorrow. The voice said. Let me guess, the voice said something? Kristen asked. Yeah, it said, believe it, because I believe that you will love me. And after I told it to get out of my head, whoever it is, it said never now. I'll see you later, cutie. See ya in class tomorrow. I said. I feel bad. I think you need to talk to a doctor. Maybe there's a demon talking to you. You should talk to an exorcist. She said. Do you know of any? I asked. She gave me a paper with a number on it, and the name above it was Markiplier. Thanks. I'll go call him. See you later, Kristen. So I walked away after waving bye, and I went home. Talking to Mark. This is chapter 4. I'll read chapter 5 and then stop reading for today. And I'll basically post this video. Yes, I know this is really early in the morning. This is actually 4 o'clock in the morning for me right now that I'm doing this, but I don't care. Talking to Mark. Matthew's point of view. I called the number as soon as I got home. Hello? Who's this? He asked. My name is Matthew, but I heard you know about how to get a demon to leave you alone, I said. Yes, I do know that. Mostly because my demon counterpart lives in my house. But do come over to Raspy Hill if you want help. I have to go now. Bye-bye, he said. Then the call ended. Raspy Hill. That is a weird and creepy name, but okay. I got ready to head there, and it was a block away. It was a block from my house. I walked to the street, and I saw only 2 houses on it, one green and one red. I went to the red house, and knocked on the door. I saw a man with jet black hair and lightly tanned skin open the door. Hey, you must be Matthew. Come in, dear, he said, smiling. He let me in, and I looked around. His house was pretty nice, and it looked better than mine. So do you know who the voice sounds? His phone went off. Hang on, he said. He pulled out his phone and answered the call. Oh, hey, Jacob. What? No. I would never, buddy. Plus, you know I'm with Sean. Said, wait, he knows Jacob? That scares me now. Jacob, aren't you supposed to be hanging out with Dark? XO, so you're coming here? Oh, okay. Said, no, I don't want him to be here. I heard that voice say. Mark ended the call and led me to his basement. So, What does the voice sound like? He asked. It sounds like Jacob. I said without even thinking. Oh, is what he said. I'm sorry. With Jacob, I can't do anything. I'm really sorry. So what do you mean? I asked politely. Look, Jacob is a very powerful demon. If he's on your side, no one can hurt you. He said, I don't believe that. I'll believe it when I see it. I said, all right. Well, he's going to be here soon, so I suggest that you get going home. I said, yeah, I don't want to be around him. I said, then I left his house and went home. Chapter 5, Ruining the Date. Jacob's point of view, the next day. I'm just kidding, this is not chapter 5. Just kidding, it is. I'm making jokes. This is chapter 5, though. So now it's after school, and I followed Matthew and Kristen to the park. Of course I was disguised. I was disguised as a young girl, about 16, and my plan was to make it seem like Matthew is a player. Matthew, who's this? I asked. I had a feminine voice as of right now, so it's easy to make him believe me. Huh? Do I know you? He asked. It's me, Esperanza. I said, now yes, I was lying, but I did it to get him. Oh, this is Kristen. She asked me out. He said, I thought you liked me. I said, if you like her, then go out with her, Matthew. Kristen said, yes, score. It's working. But I don't know if this is a real Esperanza. He whispered. I heard him, but I'm not going to say anything. Kristen walked away, grabbed Matthew's hand. Let's get you home, I said. He nodded and me and him walked to his house. I was fangirling on the inside. Why? Because he's holding my hand. Once we got to his house, he let go of my hand and looked at me. Hey, do you want to come in? He asked. Well, if I were to be myself, I'd certainly go in. I'd certainly come in. But now I know where he lives, so I can come here and see him sometime. Matthew, are we going to be alone? I asked. Yeah, he said. His cheeks turned crimson. I smiled. Then, let's go. Hang out. Let's hang out, I said. We went to his room and I did something fun. I used my magic to lock the door from the outside. Same with the window, and I looked at him. You just put yourself in the trap, I said. Matthew's point of view. I looked at the supposed Esperanza in confusion. Then I saw the body changed and I saw it was Jacob. I froze in place. Then when he started coming over to me, I started backing up. I backed up until I hit my bedroom door, and I stared right into his mismatched eyes. Well, looks like you're in a bit of a pickle, baby boy, he said seductively. He pinned me to my door and stared into my eyes. What did I do to deserve this? I asked. You just being you, he said. Though you need to be punished for trying to date someone else, he whispered seductively into my ear. I shivered and squirmed to get unpinned, but it didn't work. And he growled because the front door opened. Go home, son, my dad yelled. I looked at Jacob, still in fear. He knows where I live. How could I be so stupid? I knew that it wasn't Esperanza, but I believed him anyway. What do you want with me? I asked. What do you think I want with you, cutie? He asked. He leaned closer to me and whispered in my ear, You is all I want. I want your love. And I want to make your life better, he whispered. What do you mean, make it better? I asked. You're half angel and half demon, correct? He asked. I nodded, kinda creeped out on how he knew that. Then I can show you. I am a demon prince after all, he said, smiling. Wait, you're royalty? I asked. Yep. He said, now, I want to say this. I'll give you a month to decide whether or not to date me. If you decide not to date me, chuckles and smirks a little, well then, Kristen may never see school or the light of day again, he said. I don't want to be with him, but I don't want to have innocent people who get hurt. What if I say that I'll do it now? I asked. His eyes lit up, and I saw a smile play across his face. If you do, then you won't regret it, he said, smiling. Can you show me why I won't regret it? I asked. He nodded and pressed his lips against mine passionately. It was slow and passionate, yet sweet and soft. After a minute, he pulled away and looked me in the eyes. Did you enjoy that? He asked politely. It was nice, but I never thought I'd kissed a boy. Before. I said, well, now you have. He said, when he kissed me, it felt so right, like it was meant to be me and him. You need to go. My parents are homophobic. I said, so is my arsehole dad. But do I care? Nope. I said, it's just one less person you have to worry about. Their opinions don't matter. If you like someone, then you like someone. It doesn't have to be on race, sexuality, nationality, sex, or even if they come from a different realm. Well, love is love, and it always will be. I said, are you sure? I asked. Positive. Now, if you want me to go, at least give me a chance to prove that life is so much better with me. Though you might be a target, but I'll make sure you'll never get hurt. Said, they hugged me. I hugged back, still kind of feeling awkward about it. Can we kiss again? Next. Sure, babe, waking him. Then he looked me in the eyes and kissed me. Alright, that is chapter 5, the ending of that. I hope you all enjoyed so far the video. And just to note that I will be probably posting I'm posting a video every single day as much as I can, and I will be trying to make at least some more video game content. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, and I don't know exactly if I will be streaming on YouTube yet, because I need to hook up my dad's PC to my Xbox if I'm going to be doing that. If I'm going to be streaming onto YouTube. The only issue is with streaming onto YouTube and streaming on my Xbox with it is because this PC is from 2014 and 2015. It is really old. So that's why I have such a hard time with streaming on YouTube. But, I mean, you can catch me on Twitch, which my Twitch is Sig the Doctor 666 if you want to look that up. So if you guys want to watch my Twitch, there you go. I haven't really gotten any clips on my Twitch yet, but hopefully I can get my moderators to help me with getting those Twitch stuff that I need to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to. If you're new here, basically subscribe. Comment if you want to. Comment if you want to. Subscribe if you're new. And make sure to share it around. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye to all of you.